Before we begin, I'd like to issue an apology. For most of this video, I'm pretty close up to the mic, and I didn't realize until just now when I'm editing it. I'm sorry. Come to sit around the campfire with me for a bit. Lovely. Well, enjoy the warmth, make yourself nice and comfy, because today you're watching a recent upload of mine. Which, hey, you know, that almost never happens, so consider yourself lucky. Anyway, I know things look a bit hectic in the road right now. It's no doubt that things in life are never really constant. Things change, you know, they get better, they get worse. You know what really is constant, though? Thick Penguin... well... Yeah, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, let's get this right out the way. The days of Thick Penguin are over. He unfortunately got killed, taken out by Apple's most elite hitman. And, no, not in a romantic way. He sealed his fate all the way back in 2019 with his second most iconic video, the iPhone Shit Pro. Man, 5 years, half a decade of being Thick Penguin, and what do I gotta show for it? Nah, I don't care. I never really cared about getting big on YouTube and never will. I decide to post whatever I want on this channel, whenever I want, and that is not changing anytime soon. But it is a little telling when my most viewed video on here is the one where I just don't speak at all. Alright, happy now? Can we finally continue to the actual video? Cool. Alright, so AI, artificial intelligence, if you will. I've had my stances made on AI, but I'll recite them. AI is cool. ChatGPT is helpful. Obviously, use your brain when you use it, but, you know, it is what it is, obviously. That should be a given. The AI I don't like, though, are the AI image creators, the video creator tools. I just don't see a point to them, besides artificially generating entertainment. But, come on, we don't gotta do that. We got movies, we got endless shows, we got lots and lots of music. I mean, dog, we already got real slop tubers. Why do we need AI videos now? I'd like to state for the record, no, I'm not making a video on this because I watched a Moist Critical video on AI, or because I watched an Indian Moist Critical video on AI. I had this video in the tank for a while now, I just haven't gotten around to actually making it because, you know, life changes, summer classes, laziness. Okay, I'm just really lazy. YouTube has a problem, an AI problem. Whether it's people using AI to make slop thumbnails or using AI voice to narrate their slop, there's people on this platform that have like 20 different AI slop channels, and they're all literally making up fake crime stories. And people fall for it. Like, come on, man. And, you know, the thing is, even if 99% of their videos flop, you know, they make like 15, 20 views maybe at most, as long as one of them makes over 1 million, boom, the game has been made, alright? They got their cut, and they're gonna keep cooking. Now, listen, I understand I'm kind of a hypocrite here. I mean, I used AI to make my really bad YouTube banner, but at least I did it because it was funny, alright? It was funny how bad it was, and how much it just insisted upon itself. It's funny, alright? You wouldn't get it because you just aren't funny like me, and that's okay, okay? But, you know, just let me have this. So, what can we do to stop the artificial slopification of the YouTubes? Well, I don't know. Don't watch it, don't promote it, laugh at people who artificially create slop, but commend people who make natural slop, such as myself. See, I'm over here in horrible, horrible conditions. I'm breaking my back in 200-degree heat, 200-degree weather, building the foundations of a great slop channel, alright? So, check back in like, I don't know, 2 years, and you'll see the empire I would have built by then. Not to mention, the rise of AI has actually put a lot of strain and demand on our current electric grids. These data centers that house, or I guess fuel, the likes of ChatGPT, AI image creation, video creation, these use a ridiculous amount of electricity. And during a time where the world is trying to switch to a more sustainable, to a more renewable means of generating power, yeah, that's not super great. Okay, so I want to include this last part in the video because I've been giving it some thought. What is the future of the internet with the rise of AI, the rise of AI generation? Well, honestly, nothing good, in my opinion. See, give it another like 5 years, hell, even like another 2 years, maybe even just next year. I don't doubt that most users on the internet, oh my god, on the internet will be literal bots powered by LLMs. There was actually a study done And it was shamed because the people, sorry, I mean the Redditors it experimented on weren't aware of this study, so they got pissy. God, Redditors are so insufferable. Anyway, the study was about seeing how successful an AI can be at changing someone's view, or changing their mind. So, a AI Reddit account went on r/changemyview, and was even more successful at changing people's minds than actual people were. And none of them knew the wiser that it was an AI bot. The moderators on the subreddit were just baffled. They were surprised. They were shocked. There's a theory called the dead internet theory. I'm sure you've heard about it. It isn't really much of a theory anymore, but back in the mid to late 2010s, people speculated that most of the people you see online were simply bots. Oh boy, did they have it good back then. I think in the future, the internet is going to be covered and filled with fake content, fake artificial gameplay, artificial voicing, AI bots just all over the place. Misinformation is going to run like wildfire because AI generation is going to get so good that you won't ever be able to tell that it's actually fake. I mean, have you seen the recent videos? It's basically there already. The internet as we know it is going to die. Okay, maybe not literally, but it will be a hellscape that you wouldn't want to be on. And because of monetary reasons, or, maybe even because how can you even regulate something that you don't even know is AI, these large platforms, these large websites will, either voluntarily or involuntarily allow AI to run rampant. And people will then just decide to maybe revert back to monkey for a bit, right? They will revert back to their primitive state, and they'll go back to local forum pages. Just like the good old days. And honestly, that is probably the best case scenario for the future of the internet. Worst case scenario, we all stay on the web, consume fake content, consume misinformation, and I mean, what implication does that really have on society itself? But yeah, not to end on a rough note or anything, but I mean, that's just what I see the future of the internet being. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not an expert in literally anything. I'm just a college kid with a $30 microphone using his God-given right to yap. But yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about. I'm thinking about maybe making a longer, more detailed video called, I don't know, AI slop in the industries, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see. Check back in 5 years. Maybe it'll come out. So, yeah. Yeah. I've never been good at ending videos.